We're going to open the space to connect with the divine of the highest vibration for the highest good of all, and our I am presences, the energy of the I am presence, placing protection in all four directions as well as above and below, as we intend today to connect with the energy of our ancestors of the highest divine vibration for the highest good of all. Releasing anything that no longer serves, dusting off the energetic bodies, physical, mental, emotional bodies as well. Preparing for paradigm shifts, new leaps, big decisions, changes, and receiving any messages, healing, insights, clarity, clarification, activations, renewals, replenishment, nourishment from the foremothers and forefathers of creation, of divine vibration. Only allowing individuals into this field, into the experience of this journey that have pure intent. I'm going to have you continue breathing into the heart. And as you're doing so, recognize that you are in a collective experience, that every single individual who is connecting today is also a reflection of self, reflection of the universe, of the all that is. And as you're breathing into the heart, I want you to exhale out of the nose, taking big breaths in and big breaths out. And as you're doing so, feel your energy expand around you, connecting with each collective individual, feeling yourselves as a group, connecting in this field, and also allow that energy to zoom all the way out until you are covering the earth, as we are always liberating the earth, liberating the cosmos as we liberate ourselves. We have a very sacred journey today. As you're doing this expansive exercise, I want you to set your intentions to connect with this energy, receiving anything that is of the highest vibration for the highest good of all that you are meant to receive today, any healing, any messages. And also, I'm going to take a moment of silence to allow you to set your own personal intentions regarding your ancestors. Some of you are desiring to connect. Some of you are desiring to heal something or receive assistance when it comes to something. Some of you might have something physically, mentally, emotionally that you're desiring to release. I'm going to have you now focus your breathing on your root chakra, your tailbone. They're funny. And as you're focusing your breathing on your tailbone, you're telling me to put my hair up. I'm going to have you become aware of a cord of energy coming out of the root chakra and pillaring itself down into the earth, into the soil, through the floor. Feeling it move down through the layers of the earth until it reaches the fiery magma center of the earth, Gaia, the heart of Gaia. Golden energy, the mother. I'm going to have you take a few deep breaths and pull this energy up that cord. Feel it reach the root chakra. As you're pulling this energy up the cord, I'm going to have you feel this energy expand. Moving up the spine, moving through the body, surrounding your entire being in golden, fiery earth energy. I want you to feel surrounded by the energy of the mother. Know that you are safe, you are held, you are protected. You can always connect with Mother Earth in this way when you are feeling ungrounded, or when you just need a connection with Mother Earth, the Divine Mother. The heartbeat of Gaia. That's amazing. Now, as you are connecting with this field of Gaia, I'm going to have you focus your breathing on your crown, the top of your head, as we now open the space to connect with divine source energy of the highest divine vibration. And I'm going to have you feel or become aware of a honey-like substance, thick diamond white energy coming down from the heavens and pouring over the crown, the top of the head, covering the third eye, the ears, your eyeballs, your face, your nose, moving down into the neck, covering the neck, the throat chakra, moving down into the collarbone, the shoulders, moving down the arms, covering the chest, the rib cage, the lungs, feeling this energy move over the body and inside of the body, moving down into the solar plexus, the stomach, feeling this energy move down through the intestines, covering the womb, the sexual organs, the sacral chakra, the belly button, and finally reaching the root and shooting down the legs, covering the feet. And I'm going to have you take 3 deep breaths into the body and feel yourself absorbing this cosmic energy. Now again, some of you may be natural visualizers, others of you may just be able to feel this. Allow yourself to feel this energy in whatever way. I just ask that you intentionally connect. Space. And I'm going to have you become aware of the stream coming up from Gaia and the stream coming down from the cosmos and meeting in the heart, and feel this merging of the Divine Father from the cosmos and the Divine Mother from Gaia, merging in this space, merging on a cellular level, feeling yourself held by this sacred union-based energy that is you. I need to get, for some reason, my hips. And as you continue recognizing this space of union within self, I'm going to open the space now for a very sacred experience. Now, this is an intuitive exercise on top of energetic healing that's going to be taking place. And by intuitive exercise, I mean there could be important messages, symbols, experiences, visions that you receive. Some of you, this will be more focused on release, and some of you, this will be more focused on connecting with a specific aspect of your lineage. This could be important to write down after we are done with the journey. But I'm going to have you become aware or feel a doorway or a vortex of energy in your field. This is white light energy, and this specific doorway is connected with your father's lineage, your father's bloodline. Now understand that your father's bloodline, specifically whether you know your father, you don't know your father, goes back tens of thousands of billions of years. So we're moving out into as far out as the cosmos for some of you. For some of you, there will be earth plane energy. Most of you will be earth plane energy coming through. But I want to open the space now for you to receive any energetic healing, insights, messages, clarity, visions pertaining to the father's side of the lineage. This is also a time to invite in the energy of the father, the grandfather, the father's side of the lineage, and communicate or express energies and bring energies up for release that we will be releasing later on within this journey and experience. So at this time, I am going to have you open the space on your end to connect with this field, this cosmic field of energy, and receive insights, awareness, messages, clarity, or opening the space of sacred release. And we're going to sit here for a little while. I'm going to open the space on my end to connect with the father energy as a total for the collective and see if there are any messages that come through. Yes, this would also be an optimal time if you do have passed over loved ones to communicate, to connect, if you feel safe to do so. Just set your intention to, if it's on the father's side of the lineage, Okay, so really quick, regarding certain things that have been released within the father's side of the lineage collectively, there's a lot of abandonment wounds that have been released or being worked through with this collective. A lot of you are liberating a cycle of abandonment or the perception of abandonment. I kept hearing, "Why did you leave me?" Very, very heavy. And we also have anger, wrath, and abuse being released, trauma being released, a lot of you releasing from the father's side of the lineage. Misuse of power, power struggles being released. These are cycles that a lot of you have been liberating or are currently liberating for your ancestors. I want you to feel the beauty of that, and you will know if it resonates. I did see, specific for some of you, a group of women within your lineage, specific grandmother on the father's side or grandmother spirit that were very, very proud. I don't want to use the word pride or proud, but it was very, like there was awareness of the work that many of you are doing. So very, very beautiful. And I'm going to spend about a minute more with this vortex of energy open to the Father's lineage, allowing for any last minute moments of release, messages that need to come through for each of you, and forgiveness, love, unconditionality. Now, that's important, Twisted Chick. Very important when you see little things. These are important signs, because when you look it up later, you'll receive a message regarding further clarity with what was coming through for you. When I first, and even now, when I tap into fields, I'll either receive like an animal of some kind or something very subtle, like a number. I'm like, And then later when I look it up, it makes a lot of sense. So we are liberating, we are releasing anything from the Father's lineage. I want you to focus on the right side of the body. From the Father's lineage, the Father's side of the family, our fathers, our forefathers. Anything that no longer serves the highest good of the collective, the highest good of our communities, the highest good of self. Energy that lacks in nourishment, that lacks in action, that lacks in anything, that rests in illusion, that holds anger, power struggles, lack of forgiveness, among many other things. We invite in the healing energy of love, of fertility, of birth, of nourishment, of replenishment into these lineages, into this collective, into these individuals that are liberating much of their ancestors, of the ones before them, of themselves before. And we are now going to close that space, say our goodbyes. We're going to open up another space, another vortex of energy, and this is connected with the mother side of the energy, the left side of the body. We're going to open the space in the same way, connected with releasing, setting intentions, connecting with past over loved ones if you feel called, receiving any messages, insights. Know that you are protected in this space. Oh, that's amazing, Marie. That is amazing. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot to that. Oh, that gave me chills. That made me super emotional. We have a lot of passed over loved ones energies on the mother's side. This is really, really interesting. I'm going to have you continue in your space, whatever it is you're experiencing with the mother side of your ancestral lineage. But these are patterns that were coming up that many of you are releasing at this time. Patterns of loss, immense loss and grief. The fear of expression was huge, and when I saw the fear of expression, I was seeing something around your ability to express your truest layers of self. Abuse was coming through, releasing, being robbed or taken for granted. And I'm seeing also many of you working through lack mentality, lack of creation. Even potentially with birthing, the birthing process, birthing things, wounds around that process that many of you are releasing or are going to be releasing in this lifetime. Also, patterns of suffering or believing that you deserve to suffer, and lack of worth that a lot of you are releasing. Very beautiful. A lot of heavy, dense energies that many of you are working through, and this is all connected to the illusions of separation. So I'm going to have you take a few more moments here with the lineage of the mother, see if there's any messages, any other things that want to come through while the space is open, and then we are going to connect with the land of the ancestors. We're now going to close that space of energy. If you are just joining now, we are doing an ancestral clearing and journey. I just ask that you connect with your heart space of pure intent and receive anything that is meant for you for the highest good of all this time. So as we say farewell to that energy, I now open the space for each of us to connect deeply with our hall of ancestors or the land of our ancestors. And before we head into this space, it is very important that you know that you are protected in all four directions as well as above and below, but also that you have some awareness of where you are moving through. So become aware of a door or a vortex of energy that is near you that you're going to be walking through. You can feel this, you can visualize this, you can sense it, whatever works for you. Some of you may receive little insights, visions, words that are going to be important for you to look up later. Some of you can very visually see this or feel this. Either way, whatever is meant for you is meant for you. So I'm going to encourage you to have some idea, to feel intuitively that you've made this connection with the hall or land of your ancestors, or to see, get a little idea. And once you have that, I'm going to have you take a few deep breaths into the heart and set your intentions to connect with this space, to receive any wisdom needed at this time. Beyond this space, this journey will now kind of take its form for you in whatever way, but there is a cleansing element. And so we're going to take a moment and explore this space, and then we're going to cleanse and clear with the ones that have come before us and will come after us. So I'm going to have you take a moment, connect with this space before we connect. These spaces are as real as, if not more real than this physical reality. These worlds, these are all elements and aspects of you because you are the cosmos. This is limitless. I'm just a seed planter. So these are not my worlds. These are your worlds. I'm just guiding you there. Okay, so there's a very specific ancestral energy that is going to be assisting you beyond this doorway. This could be seen as an element of self. This could be seen as a passed over loved one, but they are going to be guiding you through this ancestral hall that you can visit at any time. So when you are ready, I'm going to have you connect with this hall, this temple, this land. I'm going to have you connect with this land, connect with this individual, this group of people, or a layer of yourself that is on the other side of this door, this vortex. This is a space of love, of safety, of protection, of warmth. And for many of you, there's something for you to retrieve here first. I'm going to have you retrieve or receive whatever that is. It's very interesting because for each of you, this will be something extremely different. The best thing that you can do is not to think, but just know. Your imagination is the best tool to utilize in this situation. Some of you may be experiencing something within the physical faculties of the body. You could have sensations along the body. Some of you may be receiving something etherically. You might see something, have a vision of something. Some of you could feel energy rushing through aspects of the body, cleansing and clearing certain elements away. And in this sacred hall or land of the ancestors, I'm going to have you become aware of either a body of water, a lake, an ocean, or if you're inside somewhere, a bathtub, a beautiful tub of energy, or a body of water somewhere. It doesn't have to be large. It could be a shower as well, a stream, a waterfall. But I'm going to have you set your intention to head there, to be brought there. And this is a sacred fountain or a sacred body of water surrounding the cleansing and clearing and beautiful journeys that you have tread before, that you will continue to tread, and that you have relinquished, and that the ones before you have walked. I'm going to have you head to this space now. There's a very sacred cleansing that is taking place because many of you, past, present, and future, are liberators for your ancestors. You are your ancestors. But in this current timeline, in this current incarnation, you are liberating your ancestors. You are a generational pattern breaker. So I want you to observe yourself in this body of water as you are being led. Emerge into this body of water. I'm going to have you take a few deep breaths into your body, into your being, and absorb this water, absorb this energy. This is magical, powerful water. It's life-giving, it is healing, it is purifying. Breathe this energy in and feel it surround your entire being. Until you have a field of energy that's slightly glowing right outside of the skin. You can kind of feel your skin glowing, a renewed sense. And I want you in this space to call forth any dense energy, any heavy energies. And if you are not already aware, I want you to become aware of those that have walked before you and will walk after you, surrounding you in this body of water. Starting with your immediate family, your loved ones, and moving beyond to your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and then becoming aware of tens of thousands of people, of energies surrounding this space. They surround you in this space, and they open the space for you now to release. Releasing anything that no longer serves you, calling forth to your mind, to your attention, anything right now that may be causing dis-ease within your body, within your being, knowing that those before you at some point were familiar or created this pattern of energy. And I also want you to become aware of the oneness of you in connection with your ancestors, with the natural cycle through which at one point we were so cosmically connected, and then we naturally fell into a loss of consciousness, and now we are rising again. Feel the connection of your ancestors on both your mother's and your father's side become one, and allow yourself to be supported in this process of release. Call forth patterns of energy, affirmations, specific words, memories, situations in this space. And I'm going to have you feel it build up. And in just a moment, I'm going to have us go through a very sacred process of release. For some of you, if you are comfortable, I want you to get as dense as you can and try to feel as much as you can what it is you'd like to release in this space. The emotion, the feeling, if there's grief, if there's loss, if there's heartache, if there's certain aspects of trauma that you'd like to release and you feel ready and safe to release that, this would be a very perfect time to do so. If there's a specific pattern that you're in the process of releasing or that you would like to solidify in releasing, this would be the time to call that forth, to feel it. I want you to, at this point, observe all that it is you have collected, and I want you to create some form in this space of push, or an example of this. Some of you could imagine your entire being turning into black gunk. Some of you may want to visualize an item that represents all of this. I'm going to have you bring this energy to your attention, this item, this object, this representation of all that it is you are ready to release for your liberation, for the ones before you, liberating, knowing that you are at one with all of this. And when you are ready to release, I want you, if you are not in this space, get on your hands and your knees. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths in. Very long, deep breath into the nose. And as you are exhaling, exhale out of the mouth and feel yourself releasing and relinquishing with that breath out. And as you are doing so, watch as the water rises and surrounds this object or this energy within you and purifies and completely transmutes this energy into love. Going to have you take those deep breaths now or when you are ready. I'm going to have you place your hand on your heart, and as you're placing your hand on your heart, I want you to feel everyone in this collective, everyone who is connecting with this space, doing the same. Observe your ancestors, the beings that surround you, the representation of the tens of thousands of individuals that have come before you and have yet to come. Begin to come closer and closer to your energy. Bathing in this water, entering the waters. As you bathe, as you purify and cleanse, so too do the ones before you and the ones after you. I want you to become aware of however this land, this hall of energy, communicates with you that your ancestors now join you in this space. You are safe, you are loved. Feel yourself surrounded in embrace and love and safety, in liberation. And we are now going to invite in, we're going to remain in the waters and invite in the energy of the 4 mothers and forefathers of creation. These elements and aspects are yourself. I want you to know that. These cosmic creators of humanity, in a sense, are you. We're going to invite their energetic fields in, the earliest ancestors. We all have the same cosmic 4 mothers and forefathers of creation. And I want you to welcome these energies in. They may show up as birds or angel-looking beings, or I always view the 4 mothers and forefathers of creation. They show up as birds at first, and then they kind of shift into very indigenous energies, symbols, very old. They usually don't have bodies and they look like their heads are in the sky, very large. But allow them to present themselves to you. This could be just as symbols as well, or light. And we're going to welcome their rays of energy in. And I want you to become aware of a beam of rainbow energy coming down from the heavens, from the 4 mothers and forefathers, as they observe the power of liberation within you. It is time, just very simply. This is nothing to do with ego or special or anything. It is just now time, and many of you can feel this love beyond flesh, beyond self. Feel this rainbow energy coming down, dancing around your being, moving around in spirals surrounding you. And take a few deep breaths into your body, and as you're doing so, breathe in this rainbow energy and feel it fill you up, spreading its love, the wisdom of these 7 rays of creation that move to 3, then move to 1, the oneness of all. And we're going to be using this rainbow energy in just a moment. This is limitless. You always have access to this rainbow energy. But we're going to be utilizing this magic because I want you all to get in touch with your magic today. As we finish up, we close out. But before then, I want you to dance, sing, feel yourself move around your ancestors and spread this rainbow energy. Feel this rainbow energy surround your ancestors and feel them dance and sing and celebrate the oneness of self. And as you are doing so, in this space, know that you can visit this space at any time, receiving this healing, and also connect with your ancestors. But I want you to become aware of the space around you beginning to shift. As we move away from the hall and the land of the ancestors, and we connect directly with the stream and energy of Gaia, of Mother Earth. And I would encourage many of you to view yourselves. Remember, keep the rainbow around you, the rainbow magic, that beam of energy that's flowing within you and around you. I want you to observe yourself either outside of the earth like an astronaut floating, or I want you to be in the sky of the earth. However your being presents itself, but it's important that you have access to the earth. As we are now going to honor the earth plane, our home, our heart, with this healing energy. And I want you to, however you feel, express your magic. Go to a specific space. You can go to your hometown, beam yourself there and spread rainbow energy with love. You can sing across the globe. You can go to specific places that may be going through very tough, imbalanced energies and experiences. I want you to go there, and I want you to breathe love into these spaces. Breathe love onto the earth, into the water, into areas, inner city areas where there's high crime rates and lack of balance, lack of love. I want you to go where you feel led. I want you to spread that rainbow energy. And as you're doing so, become very lightly aware that there's rainbow energy around you in other places, in other spaces. You see people beaming, flying. Some of you are flying in the sky like superheroes. Become aware that we're all doing this together right now. We're all connecting with the earth plane and sending healing energies to the earth plane, which is sending healing energies to ourselves. And when they say 2 or more gathered together is very powerful magic experience. Absolutely. This is real. What we are doing is working on a metaphysical level, on an interdimensional level, etherically working with the plane of Gaia. That is then going to seed your healing rainbow energy, that ray of energy connected with ancestral healing and clearing to the earth planes, mental, emotional, and physical bodies. Going to have us spend some time here loving on Gaia. Some of you may go inside of the earth. Do as you will. You can send it to a specific population of energy, to children, hospitals, And this is where cosmic bliss is created. And cosmic bliss is love. Cosmic bliss is the key of creation. It's also the key to ascension, or what people call ascension, or becoming more deeply connected with the higher vehicles or bodies and energies that are more deeply connected to streams of love. And when you feel ready or you feel called, I'm going to have you consciously connect your awareness with the stream of collective energy, only those of pure intent that are connected now. And feel yourselves come together on this earth plane. Almost like those images, those pictures of the people surrounding the earth and they're holding hands. I want us to do this at this time. And I want to take 3 deep breaths in, and as we're holding hands in this space, feel waves of rainbow love energy beaming out, as many of you are the liberators of your lineage. You are the liberators of the earth plane, and we are liberators for each other. We are all ourselves and each other in this space, the cosmos. It is so important that we feel the oneness in this space, this connection. So I'm going to have us take 3 deep breaths now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm going to have us now prepare to close out this session. So I'm going to have you take a few deep breaths into the heart and feel yourself connecting back into your body. Set your intention to now leave this space. We are closing this space behind. Say our goodbyes. And I'm going to have you now focus your breathing on your heart. Become aware again of that stream of energy coming down from divine source and then coming up from Gaia. Remembering that you are held by divine father and mother energy. You can always connect with these streams. They are yours. They are you. They are all of us. I'm going to have us now ground. Know that you are loved. I love you very much. And we are now done, finished. The comments are back on. That was so awesome. So, donations are appreciated. You can go to the link in my bio and donate. I have Cashapp, Venmo, PayPal. If you enjoyed that, it's a really beautiful way to express your support, or even just sending gifts or subscribing on here. It's very appreciated because it does take a lot of energy for me to kind of hold that space, but it is such a blessing to be able to do so. So also June 18th, new moon in Gemini, 7 p.m. EST. I have a Earth Collective Healing session. So it is free for you to join. Donations are appreciated. Yet again, it's on Zoom. You do not have to have your camera on or your mic. You can join for 5 minutes if you want. It's going to probably be about 1.5 to 2 hours. It's less of a journey and more of an energy work session. Very excited for that, to show you your healing abilities, like what we just did with the earth, how we all join together. You are all healers. You are all magic. You are all multidimensional. You are cosmic. And so I would love if you joined. And I do think I'm going to post this on YouTube. So you all will have access to this. So make sure that you join the YouTube. There's other experiences on there. I have so much more exciting stuff, kind of like this, but in my opinion, I don't want to say better, but more, I guess, professionally done, coming next week around that time. So I'll be going live at least once a week, and I will be posting